We have more rivers that are expected to crest into this evening. So for today, the big focus is those rivers that are going to continue flooding, at least at major flood stage. And in many cases, we're still seeing them on the rise. Tomorrow, new rain, not the case. We have a couple showers out and about, but we're mostly dry. However, we're still going to keep an eye on rivers that are staying at that flood level, and the debris flow risk will continue. And not even just the next couple of days, but moving forward. Now that our ground is so saturated from all of this rain, any chance that we get more rain, even if it's just a regular storm for us, the debris flow risk is going to be heightened because of this. And that is the case as we look forward into next week. This weekend, catch your breath. We do have some showers that return in the second half of the weekend. Brief break on Saturday, but that rain will increase starting next week. And that, like I said, is going to be the time frame that we keep an eye on, that increased risk for debris flows and rivers that will fill right back up. Here's a look at radar imagery right now. A couple light showers are still out and about, but it is mostly light at this time. The heavy rain is done for now. That's great news there. However, we're still keeping an eye on these flood warnings in place. Everywhere in lime green here is under a flood warning. This is from the National Weather Service. It's the Cascades, it's into the foothills, and a lot of them go down right to Puget Sound as well. That is true for Skagit, for Whatcom, for Snohomish, and for King, and also even down into Pierce and Thurston counties as well. So yes, we are not done with the rivers that are on the rise. I want to show you this website. We've been pushing this out, and this is my best tool that I've been using to watch the river peak crest forecast. And you can see all of these black dots that are here, here, here. It looks like the Cedar River in Renton. Black dots indicate records, and we have already seen records, and we are not done yet. I want to show you a couple images from that website. This is the Nooksack River at Ferndale. This still has yet to hit its crest. So here we are right about now. This is the line indicating where we are. This is the forecast. So overnight tonight into tomorrow morning is when we're going to hit that crest for the Nooksack River in Ferndale. So if you are in Ferndale and you're seeing floodwaters, they are only going to rise even more for the next couple of hours. I'm not expecting them to recede yet. So Ferndale is one of the places we're closely monitoring. Mount Vernon as well. This is the Skagit River, and it's the same trend. Here's the black line that shows the record. This line shows where we are. This line shows the forecast. We are still climbing, so we still have a couple more hours of rivers on the rise. This is the Skagit River, Mount Vernon, another place we're closely monitoring for that record threshold. What I will say, though, this is some good news, is that when I showed you this yesterday, it was well above the record. We were looking at about 5 feet above the record. At this point, we're only looking at 1 to 2 feet above the record for Mount Vernon in Skagit, or for the Skagit River. So still very impactful. We still want you to pay attention, but not quite as bad as what we were initially expecting. If you want to go through that website, you can text the word river to this phone number right here, 206-448-4545. We'll send you a link to that website. This is also where you can send your storm visuals. If you have photos, videos of what you're seeing in your community, we want to hear from you and we want to see them. Here's the rain this afternoon. It's going to taper off. It's a little bit of a break, but we have more rain on the way as we head into next week. Getting you going there really quickly, I want to show you that as we head into Monday, as we head into Tuesday, more rain is on the way. So we'll get a little bit of a break this weekend, but we're not out of the clear yet. We'll keep an eye on that next week. Pretty mellow out there. We are still closely monitoring rivers that are at major flood stage and some that are continuing to rise as we head into tonight. So yes, around the sound, it looks calm when you look at these cameras, and many people, you'll look out your window and you'll think, okay, we're good, right? We're done. Nope, we're not done yet. If you live near a river, I want you to continue to monitor those river conditions, because yes, the rain is calming down, but we're still seeing those rivers rising. Here is a look at radar imagery right now. We do still have a little bit of light rain out and about. Looks like around central into South Sound and then into the foothills as well. We are going to catch a little bit of a break from the new rain for the next couple of days, but like I said, we're continuing to monitor those rivers. I'll have more on that in a moment, but first I do want to take a look at some of our storm totals. So this is technically since Sunday, but most of this was observed Monday, Tuesday into Wednesday, and then Wednesday night, but very impressive rainfall totals. Skykomish picked up more than 13 inches of rain. Our higher elevations, obviously higher totals. Cougar Mountain just shy of 11 inches. In fact, some of our mountains in both the Olympics and the Cascades picked up 12 to even 16 inches of rain with this storm. Marble Mount, more than 10.5 inches. Forks on the coast, close to 7 inches. Olympia, more than 6 inches. That is a month's worth of rain in just one storm. Enumclaw, more than 5 inches, close to 5.5 inches of rain. So that is what fueled our rivers, which are continuing to stay at major flood stage. You can see here this left column indicating where we are right now. So all of these in pink are still at major flood stage. That's the Snohomish River, both at Snohomish and Monroe. And both of those areas for that river will stay at major flood stage into tonight and tomorrow morning. It's looking like the crest will occur later on tonight, but they'll stay high through our late hours tonight. Snohomish for Monroe, the crest looking like to occur right before midnight tonight. We're also watching major flood staging continue at Snoqualmie River, both at Carnation and Snoqualmie Falls. Those crests are also looking at tonight for Carnation. But what I want to point out to you here, if you look on the date for Snoqualmie Falls, you see the crest date is expected to be December 17th, so next week. That is because we have more rain on the way, so rivers may be coming down now in some cases, but the next couple storms we get will continue to watch flood levels getting into that action flood stage. Once again, we've said it a bunch, but I'm going to say it again. You can never say it too many times. Text the word river 206-448-4545. I want everybody to check your local river levels before you go to bed tonight and the next couple of days. Continuously check that, because this is an ever-changing situation. As the forecast changes and comes to fruition, we get new updates on those river, the timing, the levels, the expected height. So please just continue to keep an eye on that. Here we are this evening. Some light rain still sticks around, so we're not done yet with the new rain. A lot of that's still falling over the foothills and the Cascades as well. Later on tonight, this is 10:30 p.m. is when we'll dry out, holding on to a couple light sprinkle chances and some clouds, and that will be the case for the next couple of days. Wind is another thing I know we've been keeping a close eye on. Thankfully, the wind is calming down as well. It'll stay that way through the next couple of days, but into next week, I want to get you forward into Sunday. We're actually looking at wind picking right back up, more rain on the way as well. So you catch a little bit of a break this weekend. Saturday actually looks pretty nice. The sun will even come out at times, but I want to get you going for next week. A little heads up here. Here's Sunday morning, some light rain, but look at Sunday night into Monday. Check out Tuesday. More rain is on the way next week. So we will continue to monitor that and keep it